Okay, folks, this is part 2 of the first video. I don't know what happened. Something weird just happened to the computer, whether I was hacked or whatever. I don't know, but I lost the connection and the recording to the video. I was talking about how my videos are all under review, and I'm going to show you it's all my truth videos and everything like that. And the strange thing is that it's happening to a lot of people. Not all my videos have been demonetized. I'll slide it across slowly, as you can see. If they're not truth videos, they're like, i.e. the 9/11 and shit like that. They're not truth videos. They haven't been demonetized. But what I'm saying is you've got to realise that the Mandela effect, and I'm going to go back to YouTube in a minute because I want to get back on track so that you know that it is a Mandela effect video. But it's not just happening to you, right? It's happening to millions of people, and I think it's happening on all the world. I still believe CERN is involved. I do not hesitate in saying that. I watched a video yesterday. Last night. No, it was last night. Yeah, well, it was yesterday. And it said there's over 30,000 particle accelerators on planet Earth on this reality. There's over 30,000. I don't know whether that is got to do with the Mandela effect or not, but I've got a very big sneaking suspicion that it does have a lot, and I mean a hell of a lot, to do with the Mandela effect. It's just seeing everything, and it's just going to show that people, they don't want truths to come out, and it's sort of just things like my Mandela effect videos, yeah, not a problem. But my truth videos, ones where I'm telling you about the government and stuff like that, yeah, they're blocked. So you've got to understand that it's just holy and solely. See, there's that those videos of Space Rocket S, yeah, demonetized. So it's not just, the thing is another one, if you talk about World War III, demonetized or under review. So yeah, now what happened in my world with the YouTube, they did this exact same thing about truth videos and everything like that. But all of YouTube started realising that if they didn't start standing up to YouTube, that it was going to get bad, and because they started seeing it happen to different people, engineering videos and different things like that were just being demonetized. Comments were disappearing because of this thing down here. Which has always been on YouTube, but people didn't realise its function. But it was the fact that there is a lot of stuff happening with YouTube that I've already seen the results, and my kids were showing me the videos about it, how everything got demonetized and things like that, because they're just strange that it's happened and everything. And how my world cope with it is that all YouTubers woke up, and all YouTubers just simply sorted it out between themselves somehow. I don't know how they did it, but a concerted effort, and a concerted effort of all YouTubers demonetized their own videos, right? Because their incomes had gone anyhow and been reduced to, like, they've gone from thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and down to making like $100 or $200 a month. Where with me, I've gone from like $50 or something like that down to making absolutely pretty much zilch. and I'd never really made that much out of it. I've made money out of it, and I've gone to but it's never been more than it was worth bothering about half the time. I don't even check the bank account. And the thing is, I'm doing the exact same thing. I've demonetized 2 of my channels, because I do have other channels besides Bluebeard about other subjects, one about electronics and other things. I've demonetized them, and I'm slowly going through the videos on this channel. I wish they had a button so you could just demonetize a whole bloody lot, and in one push of the button it would make it a lot easier. But the only way to make YouTube realise that the people are going to stand up is that if we all demonetize all our own videos, right? And I mean it, demonetize your own videos, because if you don't, and you don't stand up against what's going on YouTube at the moment with these advertisers and shit like that, one, the advertisers won't have the avenue. They've got to realise that they're going to have to put up with alternate news. And the thing is, I saw this started happening just before I left and was taken away over to the other one. And I saw my friends' channels and channels that I subscribed to just totally had to stop because they couldn't make an income out of it. And some people do make incomes out of YouTube, and they had to stop because they couldn't make any money. I don't rely on YouTube, and I sort of never have. And the thing is, it's sort of, you've got to realise that you all need to stand up. And I'm going to make a separate video, and I'm going to stick it on one of my other channels that is a demonetised channel straight up. And but everybody has got to work out. Someone needs to organise everybody, and I can't organise everybody because I don't know if I'm going to jump again. So you all need to get together, and you need to spread the word that the only way to fight this is everyone needs to demonetize their videos. You've got to remember, YouTube makes shitloads of money out of YouTubers letting them advertise on their videos. The only way to stop YouTube from pulling this shit so we don't make any money is so that we have to stand up and say, okay, well, if you're not going to let us fucking make any money, we're just going to demonetize all our fucking videos. Then they can't make any money, and I bet you they do the exact same fucking thing they did back on my home world, where they fucking apologised. And I'm serious, I sat there and watched over a half-hour video of the YouTube main guy standing there apologising for what had happened, and they made some bullshit excuse that it was the advertisers that forced them to do it and shit like that. It wasn't. It was fucking YouTube and someone high up that fucking said, okay, well, we're going to do this and we're going to force them to concur to all the crap, and we're going to control the media. And I've been watching those videos too, and the media thinks that this is how they're doing it. So stand up, demonetize all your fucking videos, folks. And that's what I wanted to say before I finished it. But as I said in my last video, I got to see my kids. It's fucking unreal. But yeah, unfortunately I got ripped away again. Watch the other video. Watch the bot video, which is the one with the text and the bot reading the video. That's that's actually more detailed. Sorry about all the friggin' typos in it, because I wanted to rush the letter and I wanted to get it up there and out there because I didn't know where my mic was. And one of my jumps was like only 7 hours. I was only on that reality for 7 hours before I jumped again. So you've got to realise that all I wanted to do is I apologise for the bot video. You wanted to get it out there so you knew what the fuck was going on, because it also contains shit about how to fight YouTube, and this is the only way to do it. And if you look at my last video, which I'm going to go back to number 1, which is the bot video, and this one I haven't demonetized that yet. Oh no, I think I did actually. And this one will be demonetized. Yeah, I didn't monetize that video. And so yeah, you've got to realise that the Mandela effect is that we are the ones shifting. not the logos, not everything. They are the same. This is what you now need to realise. If you're Mandela affected and you're seeing logo changes and shit like that, it's not the logo that's changing, it's you. You are the physical being that is changing. And you need to realise this, because, and the idiots out there saying, oh, well, I've seen the Mandela effect, the logo's changed. They don't realise they need to open their fucking eyes, right? They need to, and I mean it, they need to open their fucking eyes, and you do. And those Christians out there, they're thinking, okay, it's just the Bible that's changing and shit like that. Okay? It's the reality that is changing. How? I don't know. But it's you that is shifting through the realities. Because trust me, I've moved across the fucking universe twice in the last 3 months. Back home and back fucking again onto this fucking side of the universe. And the stars, when I went home, looked normal. Got my telescope out and I had a look at the stars. They were normal as all shit. Got back fucking here, got my telescope out, and they're back to the fucking wrong section of the sky. Now, in one of my earlier videos, I described all that, about how the planets and that shit like works. It's sort of, it's one of the later ones that I did, and I described this one here. Watch that fucking video. If you want to know how the stars look different and shit like that, watch that fucking video there. This one here, I'll shrink it down so I can just get it on the one fucking video, so you all see it. That video there, okay, that's the video you need to watch, because that explains the Mandela effect in much, much fucking greater detail. So look, all I can say, folks, is watch part one before watching this video, or go back and watch part one, then watch this one again so you understand to get the full story. When I've settled down a little bit more in the next few days, I will make another video. I just want some time to do a bit of research and find out what the fuck I've missed out on. I want to find out what the fuck's been going on in my life, because something's been changed, because they've been doing shit. I don't know what they've done. I've got to keep an eye on the journal, and there have been a few entries. No, I'm not going to show you the fucking journal, because that's my fucking journal, okay? That's so that I can keep my sanity. And stuff in there that I write that I don't want fucking every Tom, Dick and fucking Harry seeing. And someone said to me that I need to get a little fucking camera and carry that around with me and snap fucking photos. Those of you that don't fucking realise that shit doesn't go with us. There are residuals that have been moved across the verse. There are residuals. And but I don't know how they're moving across. And yes, in my world, C-3PO was fucking all gold. Do you want to know something? That was the first movie I fucking watched. Everything was back to fucking normal. I went home, it was normal. Come back here, everything's different. Because this is a different fucking reality, and you've got to fucking realise it. If you don't realise that we have shifted, and it's not, the movies haven't changed. The movies haven't changed. Because here, that's how they made the fucking movie. They made the movie different in this reality as they did in your normal reality. The movies are different. That's why there are different versions of everything, because a lot of us come from different versions of reality. And yes, the fact, and I will guarantee you, the multiverse is fucking real, because I've jumped from 4 fucking worlds in the last 3 fucking months. The multiverse is fucking real. Okay? It's been proven. CERN proved that by dragging all of us here. Right? There's people from every fucking conceivable one of the worlds. But somehow we're jumping back and forwards. I'm trying to work how in the fuck it's happened. Right? But I've only been back on this version for 2 fucking days. So it's going to take a few more days. Let me do some fucking research. I'll get back to you all, okay? So it's good to be back, but it's not good to be back, because I was home. I was at fucking home and I got ripped away again. But I know that I'm back in somewhere where I've been. My clothes at least fit in this one. the shit, and my body, and strange thing is my body's not going through those changes again. They did in one of the other realities. I went through a lot of shit with gut pain and shit like that. The one I spent about a month and a half, 2 months in. It sort of, my body went through all those fucking physical adjusting to food and shit like that. The trots and you get the trots. I guarantee you've been shifted into another fucking reality. That seems to be a constant fucking factor, is because the reality, and I noticed that in that reality as well, I had trouble breathing, and but when I got back to this one, I checked all the x-rays, and my back's still all fucked here. Went back home and checked my x-rays. My x-rays showed that I only have one damaged disc. In this reality, I don't know, and this is where the fuck-ups fuck everybody over. And because there are changes to some of you, and there's changes to me. That's what I can't work out. I do not know whether it is our physical, spiritual being, our soul. Is our soul being shifted around? I don't know, right? Are the versions of this reality, but whatever it is, animals can tell. Like, I know when I first started having heart problems, my dog walked up and put their paw on my chest. And I'd already knew about the heart problem. And my dog walked up and put the paw on my chest. And wouldn't go away. Leans its head against my chest as if something's wrong. But since I've been home, Ruby, the one that's just had all the pups, keeps on coming up to me. Not putting her head to my chest because of my heart. She's coming up and she is so cuddly. Just wants to do nothing but cuddle. She knows it's me. Whether or not they can see souls or shit like that, I know they can see. My dogs look at shit all the time in the house, and they'll look up, and you look up and try and see what the fuck they're looking at. There's nothing there. So whether or not they can see spiritual things that we can't, it's quite, a bit of a wonder to me. And I'm pretty sure animals can see those spirits. And this is why cats are used to shy spirits away, because apparently they can see them more. And thinking about getting a cat actually again. I just got to keep the dogs from eating them. No, just joking. But the whole thing is, it's not the logos that are changing. This is what everybody has to realise. The logos are not changing. The movies are not changing. It is the way you can tell that you have shifted into a new reality. This is what everybody needs to get through their fucking heads. Christians, everybody, wake the fuck up. It's you that has been moved. We have been moved into a reality to where the devil has more control. Right? For some unknown reason, he's managed to interface into this, and it's only our fucking belief that protects us. So you've got to realise that, hold fast to God, because God said when this all happens that we will be given a new heaven and a new earth. And I believe that has happened. Okay? The fact that it says that one will be taken, one will be left. 2 men in a field, one will be taken, the other will be left. Well, in my reality, it said 2 will be in a bed, not 2 men. 2 will be in a bed, one will be taken, one will be left. Right, that's pretty much what happened with the raptured in my reality. And I've got to call it the raptured because Mandela didn't come back to fucking life in my reality. It was just the fact that people just went fucking missing. So it was called the raptured. Right? Everybody behind just freaked the fuck out because too many people were going missing over fucking night. People weren't contacting people, and people started to realise, and like it took, I think my kids took about 4 weeks to realise that I was one of the raptured, because they didn't have any sense to fucking ring their dad. Now, they were more concerned about their lives, but they were young and doing their own shit and things like that. And the fact that the governments didn't really make too much noise about it in the first month or two, but they eventually did. And that's when people started to realise, and that's when my kids started doing the vigil inside my house. And there was always one of them there. And even whilst I was there, there was 2, 3, 4. Simon, I spoke to Simon on 4 occasions in a week. He was planning to come over and spend some time with me because even he'd been involved. But one good thing has come out of it. My kids now have met each other and spoken with each other. Before I left, that hadn't happened. My kids were sort of all separate mothers and everything like that, but now my kids are a family. That's one good thing and that's one good thing I'm going to talk about, because they weren't a family before I left, but they're a family now. They were taking turns coming down to the house, sitting at the house and looking after it, making sure that someone was always there. As soon as people started returning, that's when the vigil started. But my kids were, at first they did a wake, I had apparently, and there was other staff, family members and shit like that happened for a few months, and everyone was freaked out that I was gone. I think I was on the missing list, and like everybody else, because they had big, massive missing lists, and a lot of weird shit. So I could go on for fucking hours, but I'm not going to talk about the shit that me and my kids did, except for the hugs and everything every time I saw them. But I'll never forget Stacey near knocking me off my feet because I was in tears. I just stood at the door and I was crying. I'm a 55-year-old rough nut arsehole that was in shitloads of tears when I saw my daughter. And because to me, she was the one that was missing. But it wasn't. As I said, I've always said since day one, I believe that we were the ones that went missing. And we were. In my reality, I don't know about other people's realities. Some of you may have been swapped, someone may have gone back. But in my reality, I don't know whether it's the distance or whatever, weren't coming back in great numbers. They didn't just all reappear, and replacements didn't just appear in my reality. And that's the strange fucking thing. So, trust me, I did, after hearing all that, I did question the fact, did we really die? Did I return for God to let my children know that I was okay and that I was on a new heaven? Because that's one thing I talked about in the video that I put out. It was about the fact that we'd been taken to a new heaven and a new earth, because I wanted to put, and I've got to say it, a Christian spin on it, so that there was hope for the ones that had been left behind, and hopefully they find God. And whether or not this God is involved in this, I don't know, but something strange really happened on my reality. And I think something strange may have happened in your realities. And I don't know how it's connected, the fact that, especially on this reality, there's always been someone here. Because my dogs are always fucking fed. My other 2 kids that are still here haven't even bothered coming down and shit like that. My son, I see my son all the time in this reality, or the version of my son in this reality, when he comes home. But the strange thing is, it's sort of, I don't know whether it's the distance or what the fuck's going on. That's what I said. Give me some time so I can try and calculate what the fuck happened. And if you don't hear from me again, keep in contact for God's sake. Send the messages, and I trust me, I've gone through all the messages, and I really am thankful that all you guys miss me and everything. But here's the strange thing. I might not have been here before. Question that. This still could be another version of Earth, where just my dogs just like me or something like that, or my soul must have been good enough for them to accept me as someone that has been here. But I'm 100% sure I've been in this version. But the thing is that we are jumping, and I know I've jumped before, but all the other jumps before were minor jumps where things would happen and change overnight and then come back the next day and then they're back. And like other things, I have seen things change, like petrol tanks and things like that, and I've been using them as a guideline for me and everything like that. That's I did go for that drive and I did look at everything. But the journal has helped. And I strongly urge everybody to keep a little written journal, put it in a safe, and keep it for yourself, right? So that you know when we've shifted, right? Because we are the ones that are changing and moving. It is not the logos, it is not the movies, it's not the people. We are. If someone doesn't understand what the Mandela effect is, or is a new earther, they have lived here all their lives and everything is 100% normal to them. I've been trying to tell you that part since day one. So all I can say is watch part one, part two, and I'll get these videos out to you right now so that you can understand that I am here. And yes, I've got to put a shout out because she didn't believe it was fucking me. So, and I'm just going to find her comment. So I sent her back a funny few comments, and where are we? Because I did reply to them. Oh, what the fuck's going on with this? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I wrote, okay, maybe this will help. And I swore in the thing replying to her. So let's just see if she's responded to that. So, yeah, whatever her name was, I forget, and I'll go back. Yeah, Donna, yeah, okay, this is me, okay, this is really fucking me. Yeah, okay, well, she's put down, she's realised that I'm swearing. So, Donna, yes, it really is me, darling. I just wanted to get that video out. And, yeah, so I'll get these uploaded as quickly as I can for all of you. So still watch. If you haven't watched the bot video, watch it, because that was as much as I could get down. And yes, I know there's shit loads of bloody stuff in it. So yeah, Crystal, and I'm gonna show your comments and thing. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Well, guess what, Crystal? It fucking happened. Okay, I got to see my fucking kids, and you may, if you could be a new earther or whatever, I don't know, but you've got to realise this shit is really happening. So yeah, but you've got to, going back to YouTube too, you've got to realise that everyone needs to stand together against YouTube and demonetize your videos, and I guarantee you this video is not monetized, and neither is the other one. The bot video is not monetized, and none of my videos until this shit is over will be monetized. And eventually I'll get the others demonetized. I'm starting at the beginning and slowly demonetizing video after video after video. I wish there was just a little button where you could say demonetize everything. And I'd just demonetize it using one button. And if anybody knows of that button, let me know so I can use it. And YouTube will realise. And I'm talking to everybody here, even if you aren't a big channel, or if you are a big channel and you don't make truth videos, trust me, this is going to affect you sooner or later. The whole of YouTube on my reality did this, and it worked. Took them a few months, and YouTube even made an apology fucking video, and everything went back to fucking normal. And this shit, I don't think they ever did this shit. They're trying to control the alternate media, and you are the alternate media. So stand up for your fucking rights and demonetize your own fucking videos. They will soon realise when they're not making a red fucking razoo, they need to fix the fucking problem. They did in my reality. And yeah, it's nice to be back, but it's not nice to be back, because I'm sorry, I've got to say this. I got to spend time with my kids. There is hope that we can go home. Okay, and so you've just got to realise that it is not the logos that are changing, it is you moving through and I've got to say it, the multiverse. The multiverse is fucking real, okay? And the Mandela affected are the ones travelling. Somehow CERN is making it, as I said, whether it is our soul or whether it is our body, something is happening and it's real. But the funny thing was the car incident. I was driving, that was when I had I think it was the 7 hour one. I was driving to the club. I was behind the truck. The truck pulled up at the traffic lights first. I parked behind the truck. I was stopped behind the truck. Then I saw what looked to be the lunar wave going over the clouds, and it was affecting the clouds. And I think what's the lunar wave is, I think that is the effect. And I'm saying not effect, I'm saying affect from now on, the Mandela effect. And I'm still calling it, in this reality, I'm calling it the Mandela effect, because that's where it came from. And so you've got to understand, I saw that, I saw a white flash of light. Next thing I know, I'm in front of the fucking truck, and I'm going, I sat there until he blew his horn, trying to work out what the fuck happened, because how in the fuck can I go from behind a semi-trailer to in front of a semi-trailer? There was no blackout, it just happened. There was a big white fucking flash, the lunar wave just before it. And well, I'm not calling it the lunar wave. I didn't call it the lunar wave in the other video. I call it the earth wave. But now I'm calling it the Mandela effect wave. And I believe that has got something to do with the changing of reality. And by the way, that was at night time. It sort of, well, on sunset, I suppose you'd call it. Dark enough to realise it was night. Still could see the clouds and shit like that, but it was a bright flash that made me fucking realise, because it was almost fucking day. It was that bright. So all I can say, folks, is it's good to see you all again. And yeah, so I'll let you know when I've got my research, and I'm going to try and work out what caused it, because the fact that I've been home and back again, it freaks the fuck out of me. So I'm going to stop this video, upload it. This is part 2 of the other video. So glad to see you all, and I'll see you later. And yes, Donna, it is me. And yes, Crystal, I will be back. And I'm back on the thing.